Malaysia, very often you find that locals come out to support. Yeah, expats will be there as well. So if you are a visiting comic, like you want to really get to know Malaysia or you really want to perform for Malaysians, that's what we can offer.
Hello. Thank you very much. Look, I understand. I know you guys are tired from laughing and long day of comedy, but I promise you, if you pay attention to me, I won't take up much of your time, okay? I'm a young Chinese boy, and young Chinese boys, we finish very fast one. Why did you tap him? Why did you tap? Let me shake your hand. It's okay. Okay, fist bump. That's right. That's the length of how much we can last, huh? Anyways, people in Asia, we love our food, right? But now this is home turf for me. Malaysians, we love our food even more. Am I right? Yeah. See, I believe Malaysians, we love our food to the extent where we will plan for supper when we have our dinner. Right? Yeah, but then there is one country that always challenges us when it comes to food. What is that country? Singapore, correct. I have nothing against Singapore, okay? Because I think Singapore is a fine country. It's a fine country. Everything you do in Singapore, sure gonna fine. You sure get a fine. It's a fine country. But Singapore will always challenge them when it comes to food, and I don't disagree with them, because in Singapore they have Michelin star restaurants. Like even in Indonesia, in Japan, Hong Kong, people around us have Michelin star restaurants, and my Singaporean friends will always try to tell me this. Hey Jenhan, you know in Singapore we see they got Michelin star restaurants, yeah. We see Michelin star restaurant in Malaysia, you don't have. Let me tell you this, my friends from around Asia, okay? In your country, you may have the Michelin star restaurant. You think your food is good because there is the STAR. In Malaysia, we know our food is good because of the opposite system, RATS. Right? Because in Malaysia, when you go to a restaurant and you see two rats run past, you tell a friend, brother, come and try, it looks very nice, this place. That's your ratings right there, you know. But as much as I love food, I dread going for reunion dinners, like especially my family. Chinese family reunion dinner is the worst. In Asia, traditionally, you eat rice with your hands, right? Traditionally, you know how much rice you're going to take, where it's going to go. Simple process. Chinese people, too complicated. What do? We eat a bowl of rice by looking for a big bamboo tree, cut it down to 2 small sticks, and try to eat rice in a bowl. Okay? This is like playing hockey, but your field is concave. It's like Pokemon Go, got to catch them all, you know, it's weird. It's a weird, complicated process. But my Chinese family reunion dinner is complicated before the dinner even begins. First thing we do is we head to grandfather's house. Grandfather's house, the first thing that happens is a roll call. So it's Yi Ma, Sam Yi Ma, Sei Yi, Tai Kao Fu, Lok Yi, Chat Yi, Pat Yi, and their respective family members. That means 35 people. Sometimes to get to the restaurant, we have to call a travel agency to help with logistics. You understand? So we go to a restaurant in 8 cars, okay? In 8 cars, we go 35 of us. We cannot sit on one table, right? But my uncle will insist, Miss, you join tables for us, you join the table for us. The problem is this, Chinese restaurant tables are round, right? My uncle will insist, Miss, you try to join the table. The Miss is pushing a table here, she's pushing a round table against another round table, which is geometrically impossible. Until my uncle goes, okay, miss, I like is number 8. Huh? Chinese, we say fat, prosperous is number 8, is good. Unfortunately, this means one poor person has to sit in between the number 8. Usually it's my grandma in a wheelchair. When Chinese people, we go for family dinner, if we don't over-order food, that's not dinner, okay? We have to over-order food. So 35 of us sitting, I don't know how many tables, there's like 50 dishes on the table. We eat, okay? Chinese people, we are allowed to eat everything except for the last piece of meat. Do you know this? Have you ever done it with Chinese friends? If you have done it with Chinese friends, you must always leave one last piece of meat. Right? This confused me for a long time, because when I was young, my mom would tell me, Jenhan, you finish your rice, you finish your vegetable, finish everything on your plate, you grow up to be a big, strong boy. Today, if I finish the last piece of meat, I'm a fat pig, you know. It's very confusing. Okay, so we leave one last piece of meat there, fine. And now it's time to pay the bill And this is the most complicated process. Because you must first look and see if your grandparents are there. If your grandparents are there, you will watch your auntie and uncle fight for the bill like you've never seen before. Your uncle will say, "Oi, Chong, you put your wallet away. Chong, this is on me. Come on, this is me and my family. Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. This is me and my family. You keep the wallet, keep the wallet, keep the wallet." Sometimes the poor restaurants will get scolded, you know. Miss, you bring the bill to me. You bring to me. You don't bring to him. You bring to him, I don't come here anymore. Bring the bill to me. Wow, miss, tissue paper, 5 ringgit. Right. But if the grandparents are not there, also complicated process, because now everybody finished eating, nobody wants to pay, right? This uncle look at that auntie look at the other uncle, and then this uncle will look at the smartest uncle, and the smartest uncle will always do this. "Excuse me, go toilet." Miss, the table, bring the bill. Right? You guys having fun so far? Yeah? I've got a friend who does not know how to use the quotation mark. This is true story. He says, "Hey bro, on my last holiday, I went to Italy. I met a girl." He thinks he's highlighting the word. What I hear in my head is, "Hey bro, I went to Thailand, I met a boy." Right. Because this is to represent sarcasm, am I right? If you wanted to highlight words and showcase your formatting prowessness, you probably will go like, "Hey bro, I went to Italy. I met a girl." That's bold and italics, you know. That would have highlight. But do you know this sign, this air quote? It's to symbolize sarcasm or air quotes, which makes me wonder, why only quotation marks have an air action? Do you realize this? We don't have an air comma, air full stop, air question mark. Don't you think storytelling might be so much more fun if we have all these air punctuations? Can you imagine a random guy and a random girl breaking up? Okay, random girl can say, "Jenhan, it's not me." "It's you." "But why?" Right? So much more fun. So I went to the National Library and I tried to ask, "Excuse me, how come only quotation mark have an air action?" And they gave me the standard Malaysian reply, which was, "You cannot question the special rights of the quotation mark. You cannot question." But the thing is this, I am Chinese, okay? I am Chinese like you guys, a lot of you guys here. In the world of punctuation, Chinese people, we are the question mark. We are the question mark. Because everything a Chinese person says is a question, right? Have you seen two Chinese people talking to each other like, "Hey, you see what see? Why I cannot see? Who say you cannot see? Then why you ask so much question? Why I cannot ask question?" Everything is a question. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think about it, every question in the English language is a Chinese name. Who, what, where, when, why, how. All Chinese names. Somewhere in China is the teacher giving homework. Who, what, where, when, why, how. Thank you very much for your time. My name is Kuah, Jenhan.